1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Friha Hassan. The headlines first. President of Uzbekistan is in Islamabad on a two-day state visit to hold wide-ranging talks with Pakistani leadership on diverse issues. Prime Minister stresses for educating Siratun Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the youth to bring positive change in society. Minister for Energy says protecting people from the effects of global inflation is topmost priority of the government. Pakistan Navy anti-submarine warfare unit has intercepted and tracked latest Cavalry-class Indian submarine. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian authorities have invoked Black Law Public Safety Act against the vice chairman of APXC and shifted him to Central Jail, Srinagar. The first cricket test of three-match series between Pakistan and Australia will start in Rawalpindi tomorrow. And now the news in detail. President of Uzbekistan Shavkat Mirziyoyev arrived in Islamabad today on a two-day state visit to Pakistan. On his arrival at Noor Khan Air Base, he was received by Prime Minister Imran Khan. Prime Minister Imran Khan has stressed for educating Siratun Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the youth to bring positive change in society. He was addressing a ceremony in connection with complete operationalization of Rahmatul Lil Alameen Authority in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister said emulating the life and teachings of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Khatamun Nabiyyin sallallahu alaihi wasallam alone is enough to uplift the country as it is the path of greatness. He said the basic principles of state of Medina were rule of law and character building. Imran Khan expressed satisfaction that a complete roadmap has been prepared under the umbrella of Rahmatul Lil Alameen Authority to promote the teachings of the last prophet. He said all the government departments will fully support the authority to implement its roadmap aimed at character building and education of youth, protection of family system, and promotion of interfaith harmony. Imran Khan said a beginning has also been made to make Pakistan a welfare state. He said it is the first time in the country's history that a health scheme has been launched under which each household can get free medical treatment worth 1 million rupees. He said unprecedented allocations have also been made for various programs of Ehsas. In his remarks, Minister for Religious Affairs Peer Nurul Haq Qadri said our success in this world and the hereafter lies in following the life of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Khatamun Nabiyyin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He appreciated the Prime Minister's concept of the establishment of Rahmatul Lil Alameen Authority to acquaint the youth with the life and teachings of the last prophet. Minister for Energy Hamad Azhar says protecting people from the effects of global inflation is the government's topmost priority. In a tweet today, he said the government has decided to make the subsidy package of 5 rupee per unit on electricity more efficient, and he will announce the details in this regard in a press conference tomorrow. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has said the arrest of serving Indian officer Kulbhushan Yadav on this day 6 years ago in Balochistan once again proved that India is involved in stoking terrorism in Pakistan. In a tweet, he said Kulbhushan Yadav was the mastermind of terrorist acts in Karachi and Balochistan. Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Farooq Habib has said there has been a record increase of 26% in the country's exports during the first 8 months of current fiscal year. In a series of tweets today, he said the country's exports remained $22.552 billion during this period as compared to $16.324 billion of the corresponding period last year. The Minister of State was confident that there will be historic increase in exports this year. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistan Navy anti-submarine warfare unit has intercepted and tracked latest Cavalry-class Indian submarine. In a tweet today, DGISPR said that this fourth detection in last 5 years is reflection of Pakistan Navy's competence and resolve to defend the maritime frontiers of the country. At the United Nations, Pakistan has called for working with new interim government of Afghanistan to stabilize its economy and ensure regional peace. Addressing the UN Security Council session, Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Munir Akram, said the new mandate for a UN assistance mission in Afghanistan must be based on respect for the war-torn country's sovereignty. Munir Akram urged the international community to work to stabilize Afghanistan and ensure durable peace in the region by addressing the massive humanitarian crisis and preventing the collapse of the Afghan economy. U.S. Senate has confirmed the appointment of Donald Blum, a career Foreign Service officer, as the next U.S. ambassador to Pakistan. In a statement, U.S. Department of State termed partnership between Islamabad and Washington as a key to progress on regional security, trade and investment, climate change, and human rights. Donald Blum has served as U.S. diplomatic missions in Kabul, Jerusalem, Cairo, Baghdad, and Kuwait. In India and illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian authorities have invoked Black Law Public Safety Act against the Vice Chairman of All Parties Hurriyat Conference, Ghulam Ahmad Gulzar, and shifted him to Central Jail, Srinagar. According to Kashmir Media Service, the authorities locked him in Srinagar's Batamalu police station, made a ridiculous charge in the PSA dossier that the APSC leader has been releasing press notes to the media. The Indian authorities have already booked almost all APSC leaders, including Chairman Masarat Alam Butt, Shabir Ahmad Shah, Muhammad Yasin Malik, and Asiya Andirabi under the draconian law and lodged them in different jails of India and IIOJK. Meanwhile, All Parties Hurriyat Conference, in a statement in Srinagar, strongly condemned the slapping of the PSA on its vice chairman and termed his arrest as a vengeful act and manifestation of the worst form of Modi's fascism. National Conference President Farooq Abdullah, addressing party workers in Ganderbil, said that communal forces under the smokescreen of electoral redistricting are gerrymandering to politically isolate the real representatives and democratic forces of the territory. Russian forces have seized control of a key port, Kherson city in southern Ukraine. In a Facebook post, a Ukrainian mayor said Russian troops forced their way into the city council building and imposed a curfew on residents. He urged Russian soldiers not to shoot at civilians, saying there are no Ukrainian forces in the city. The United States has called on India to distance itself from Russia. Assistant U.S. Secretary of State for South Asian Affairs Donald Lu told U.S. Senate subcommittee that new U.S. sanctions on Russian banks will make it harder for countries to buy major defense equipment from Moscow. A U.S. diplomat said no decision has been reached on Washington granting a waiver to New Delhi to take delivery of Russian surface-to-air missiles under an earlier contract. He said it is going to be very hard for any country in the globe to buy major weapon systems from Russia because of the sweeping sanctions now placed on Russian banks. And now, cricket. The first test of three-match series between Pakistan and Australia will start at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium from tomorrow. The match will begin at 10 a.m. And finally, the weather report. Rain thunderstorm with light snow over the hills is expected in Islamabad, northeastern Punjab, Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir and its adjoining areas during the next 12 hours. And to end the news, here once again are few of the headlines. President of Uzbekistan is in Islamabad on a two-day state visit to hold wide-ranging talks with Pakistani leadership on diverse issues. Minister for Energy says protecting people from the effects of global inflation is topmost priority of the government. Pakistan Navy Anti-Submarine Warfare Unit has intercepted and tracked latest Cavalry-class Indian submarine. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian authorities have invoked Black Law Public Safety Act against the Vice Chairman of APSC and shifted him to Central Jail, Srinagar. And the first cricket test of three-match series between Pakistan and Australia will be start in Rawalpindi tomorrow. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.